Okay, we're back. Well, I don't know what happened there, but my computer wasn't a fan of it. It still shows my characters in game here, even though everything crashed. Let's try that again. Keep that pedal speed up, bruh. Create more energy. Apparently so. I'm just gonna blame the cold. Who knows? Gotta get these characters out of game. I got a quest in Crescent Reach called Skeleton Zapping. I did not find any freaking skeletons around the area. Uh, yeah, in Crescent Reach, there's a whole bunch of skeletons. If you keep, like, going up the geometry of the zone towards the back end of the zone, there's a whole bunch of skeletons back there. There's, like, skeleton farmers and a whole bunch of stuff like that, and then there's even higher level skeletons towards the very back. Waiting for him to get kicked out of the game. With back, you mean northeast? Towards, I want to say, the top end of the zone. Yeah. What's going on, G-Pro? All the main hub, Fallout Tunnel, it says Blightfire Moor, isn't it? It's in that courtyard area. They're everywhere. Yeah, it's like whenever you're, before you go over the bridge to go to Blightfire Moors, there's a whole area over there. All right, we're getting them back in. Let's see. Firestorm. Over there, isn't that another zone? Indeed. Another really good zone, actually. Over where? Something, 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 Kunark Zone, something, something. Let's see here. Told me a 3 group yesterday on Fariana Monk, or sorry, Rogue, Mage, Bard. Ooh, any must-have rogue items? Well, it depends. Are you looking for, like, good quality rogue items as far as, like, weapons? Or are you looking for, like, collectibles and stuff like that? Because I'm all for clickies. Okay, so illusions. Right off the bat, I guess not just illusions, but good clickies in general. Let's see here. I mean, if you're going for masks and stuff, you have all the old school masks, but other good clicky items would be the ones from, like, Luckland. You can get, like, a thorny shield cloak that you can get from Luckland. Let's see. There is the girdle of living thorns you can get from Tunair. You have to be 51 to click that. That'll end up being something you'll really want. But any of the old school illusions, like Erudite, Bashir, Ixar, Ogre, Halfling, all of those. Oh, here, I need to put that on my hotbar now. There you go. Ominous is on it. Is Eye Patch of Plunder a popular clicky on FV? It, I don't, let's see. Eye Patch of Plunder. That would be definitely yes. Oh no, I have the it's not that one. It's the miniature eye patch. It's the gnome clicky. The lizard belt clicky is also really good. The lizard scale girdle, but you have to be 65 to use that. The eye patch of plunder is really good because you can use it at low levels, but it will end up being replaced by the lizard scale. Yep. This one is at 65, and that's, you'll be good from there. So yeah, Eye Patch of Plunder, still a really solid item. I don't really use either of those on this server because I pretty much constantly have an enchanter following behind. Oh, we definitely don't need that on our hotbar. Let's see here. We'll just do without that. Let's see here. Making poison worth it and how to apply it. The poison making stuff is pretty good. You'll eventually end up getting legs that will give you clickies. Starting like 75 plus, you'll get legs with the clickies on it that'll replace it. There's also gauntlets you can use in place of that as well. I don't remember what level they are, but yeah, the poison making stuff is pretty good too. Most of the time, you'll just make a poison and you right-click it and it applies a buff to you. Okay, let's summon our mercenary again here. And at level 55, you can start buying them off vendor. Yeah. You know the name of the leg? Sorry for all the questions. Don't worry about it. Depending on the level you are, let me see here. See if I can find that real quick. Out here. Reassign as main assist, main tank, rogue. I want to say it's either 75 or 80. Oh. We'll do HP, slot, legs. Or maybe not 75. Let's just do minimum level 75, max level 120. Hey, what's going on, Beard? I don't know why I did that. Let's see. They're almost always like shadow scale, something or another, if I remember correctly. Out of this just R1 is usable at level 15 from a vendor in POK. There we go. It's the Bite of the Shisar stuff. It ends up summoning higher level versions of it as you get higher level leggings. But yeah, Bite of the Shisar. There you go. Definitely worth it, because most of the poison procs, they're not just damage, they decrease your aggro. That's what's so beneficial about them. And if you don't already, have it set so you can kind of spam hide while you're fighting, especially if you're with brutes. Because hide will let you evade, and it will let you duck from combat, basically, so you keep dropping your aggro. And up until you get Chaotic Stab, it's really important. Yeah, this is definitely the zone to come to. With this being the hot zone, even with our mercenary out, we're still getting like 10%. I always wonder what the difference between hide and sneak and when to use which one. So to get your actual invisibility, you have to use both hide and sneak at the same time. Hide lets you evade, and you can do that during combat. But the higher your hide and sneak gets, the better your ducking, evading, and stuff like that ends up getting. Where eventually it'll give you a tier 1 invisibility, which is just standard invisibility, and then you get an AA called Shroud of Stealth, which is tier 2 invisibility, which means even typical enemies like bosses and stuff who see invis can't see you. Yeah, what Ominous said. Yeah, with Shroud of Stealth, you end up getting tier 2 invisibility, and later on, much later on, you get tier 3 invisibility, which means even enemies who see through Shroud of Stealth normally can't see you. There are some exceptions, and most of the time they're just quest mobs. But like, even all the gods and everything like that through all the different zones, they won't be able to see you. But it's funny, for some reason, Trakenon sees through Shroud of Stealth. Yeah, fucking Trakenon, for some really strange reason, sees through SOS. Even tier 3 invisibility. It's so strange. But that's how, like, I'll go through all the different zones, like Vexthal and Plane of Time and stuff like that, and nothing sees through me. Yeah, make a macro. What you do, or what I do, is I'll make ability 1 hide and ability 2 sneak, and then you can make a macro that says /do ability 1 space, and then /do ability 2, and then you click that and it activates both of them at the same time. Imagine if Josh Strife would have used that. Yeah, I've spent time talking. Yeah. What's the name of it? What's the anime music you always listen to in the background? It is this little playlist that I made for myself. It's like 3 years in the making. Let me see here. It's a playlist I've made over like 3 years of gaming. So it's got a little bit of everything. I used to have a whole lot more Final Fantasy music on it, like Final Fantasy 14 music, but it's just a little bit too much. Currently Shaman Bard boxing on Bristlebane, doing Merc Partisans on Knight of Shadows. Oh, that's cool. So you're not really having any issue? Nice. The Knight of Shadows, I want to say Terror of Lachlan and Knight of Shadows, they really stepped back, not necessarily on the difficulty of things, but allowing things to be Merc duoable and stuff like that. Somehow I ended up in an area called Dranic Scar. So Dranic Scar, that's a Omens of War zone. Merc tank is doing with the D's. Nice. Yeah, Dranic Scar is I don't know how you would have gotten there. That's an Omens of War zone. You really want to be careful because that's like 50 plus, I think. Talk to a priest. Oh, yeah, if you talk to a priest to Discord, they'll teleport you. Yeah. You'll probably want to talk to him and get teleported back. Because the priests of Discord they ended up getting that ability for Omens of War. From anywhere in the game, they can teleport you to Discord. And Dranic Scar is like the first zone. It's going to be way too high level for you. On level 10, yeah. You're going to get absolutely obliterated in that zone if you're not careful. Everything is too high. Yep. Do you want to get sent back to spawn? Because that's how you get sent back to spawn. Oh, we're about to get Endless Quiver. Auto fire for days. Out in a zone called Plane of Knowledge, yeah. You can get back to Crescent Reach through Plane of Knowledge, though. You should be at the top of the library right now. And if you take the ramp that's like right behind you, just go all the way down through there. As I said before, open your advancement tab and follow the Hero's Journey questline. A 59. / auto fire. Gonna use our big fancy bow now. 700. Damn. Gotta buy my soul first. I think I spoke to the wrong NPC. Yeah. There's a soul binder that's down there. Pretty close to the Crescent Reach area as well. I gotta put my auto fire thing back here. Now we're doing some big boy damage with our bow. Prick of Fear, not quite that much damage. But the fact that we're using basically the fastest bow in the game, in addition to the fastest quiver that we can use, on the best arrows we can use right now, it's pretty good. Have you done the quest to be able to make the Mace of the Ancients or on any of your guys? So the problem is, Ominous, is I haven't There's like 3 things I haven't done for Planes of Power that I need to go through and do. I need to do the Thalen's Maze and Plane of Nightmare. There's like that, and there's a couple other raids that I need to do. Once I've done that, I'll actually be able to start doing the Mace of the Ancients quest every week. Let's see here. He even plays One Week into Angel theme from FF7. Jim Carrey, see a bear, run and pee. Yeah, it is called this bow. It's Bow of the Destroyer. There are higher damage bows you can use, but the fact you can use this at level 1 with 17 delay, so it hits really, really, really fast. And if you're using these arrows, which you can also use at level 1, you'll typically hit for almost 100 damage at level 1 with it. I hate that they nerfed headshot. Yeah, they really did. Yeah, Double R, that happens to me all the time, man. Thanks to you. Every time I hear that song now. See, this is nice. Now we're actually doing, like, ranger things. Yeah, the buff that you're talking about, there's definitely an archer's buff that we need to add as well. Let's see here. Vision, Eagle Eye, here we go. Why are you bald? Because my natural race is Draken, and in this game, for some reason, whenever you switch from a Draken to one of these other classes, since there's not like an equivalent hairstyle, it just makes you bald. I don't know why that is, but that's one of the things that it does. Here, we can take that off and put our vision buff on instead. He's an emo boy at heart. Oh, 100%. I got like the swoopy hair in front of the face and everything. Is life even worth living? Or something, whatever that is. The Wood Elf Toll and Telm graphic is my favorite. A lot of these old school armor graphics I really like. Especially because most of them look plate as well. Look at that damage we're getting here. Double bow shot, double bow shot. Wish they would bring EverQuest 2 appearance slots to EverQuest 1. But they're working on it, man. A lot of this stuff, it's getting better and better. If I can show you guys the beta graphics, what a lot of the character models look like, it looks very much like EverQuest 2. So many of the new beta graphics look a lot like EverQuest 2 items, EverQuest 2 graphics. Did beta raid with Dev Friday, was cool. Nice. What do you think of the beta so far? I haven't done any of the content. I've just like walked around Shroud of Stealth as a rogue and looked at all the fights. Not the fights, but the different enemies and the different zones. I think it looks really cool. The raids are very interactive. Not sure what to think. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like have to make 7 hot buttons with bow, kneel, clap. Oh god. Those kinds of raids. Spread thy cheeks and clap. Do the right one when they say to. Oh, so it's like Dance Dance Revolution. Got it. I'm into it. Yeah. They just need to turn it into Final Fantasy XIV at this point, where everything is marked, and you're basically just dancing all over the pads. Everything is on like little pads and cool background eye candy. We're gonna wait till this thing paths up here. Would easier to get people to follow directions that way? Yeah. With having everything marked clearly on the ground and stuff like that. Okay, don't stand here. Do stand here. Although, let's be honest, after the rating I've done in Final Fantasy XIV, even clearly marked red on the ground doesn't necessarily mean that players won't stand there. Dude, we're doing some really big damage with this bow and arrow. How was EverQuest, live EverQuest from a solo perspective? I mean, for me, it's really not bad, but it really depends on like the level range that you're talking about. If you're talking like 1 to 75, 80, then it's not too bad. Everything after can get really difficult. Need to give them some of the Zerker throwing axes, yeah. Define solo, boxing solo, yeah, that more than anything, yeah. Are you talking like just a single character, or are you talking Molo? Like multi-boxing solo? Because we have some dudes in chat that multi-box solo, and they have a great time. No issues whatsoever. Just a single character, potentially duoing with my partner. Okay, so from a single character's perspective, the easiest thing is to play with a journeyman mercenary, and depending on the class that you play, you can do basically anything that you want to. If you're playing like a magician or a necro or a beast lord, you can eventually do all the way up to the end game stuff almost entirely Molo, because your pets will end up being really good tanks for you. But a lot of regular classes, say rogue, for example, it's very difficult to do high-end content without a really good mercenary and a partner, because everything will hit way too hard. You can't backstab efficiently. It's hard as cleric as well, yeah. A lot of the caster classes that don't have pets, it'll be difficult on. Pet classes get an easy pass on basically everything, because in higher levels you get enhanced minion abilities, which make your pets little tanks. I found and learned how the zone guide worked. Nice. Where's this other guy at? Oh, it's right here. Come on, Merc. Gonna do your thing, or you... Oh, he's just pathing. Oh my god. I love the AI in this game. Hey, what's going on, Voidberg? Honestly, solo, you'll run into a roadblock in the 70s. About 75, it'll really ramp up. Duo, though. Yeah. If you're duoing with 2 mercenaries, and depending on the class setup, you guys will be just fine. But strictly solo, especially without a mercenary, it's going to be really difficult. Particularly difficult after the 70s, like Sickness just said. Mr. Stream yesterday? How dare you? I even streamed twice. I noticed that the auto-follow was really borked yesterday. I don't remember being that bad. Auto-follow depends on a couple of things. It depends on the clip plane that you have set of that character, and also the minimum CPU usage. If your CPU usage is set to 30 frames or lower, it can really mess with auto-follow. But if you have a high clip plane and you've got it set to like 50 plus FPS background, it'll be, for the most part, fine. Auto-follow is always going to be auto-follow in this game, and it's going to be a little bit messed up. But if you have a high clip plane and a decent minimum CPU usage, so in the background it's still getting some power, it'll be fine. Like these two that I have auto following me here, I have both of their settings set to 60 FPS minimum and max, and they have like 50% clip plane. So they can see far enough ahead. Both settings in EverQuest menu, yes, right here. So you've got this clip plane, and then you've got actor clip plane, max frames, and max background FPS. If I'm not doing anything with the character in the background, I've got maximum background FPS set to minimum. And then actor clip plane set to 0. Soloing EverQuest is possible, but you're gonna have to box, yeah. I do Shim and Bard box running Tank Merc and Cleric Merc. Yep, Tank Merc and Cleric Merc, you'll be good. No worries. Can you explain that again? Okay, here. So if you go to advanced options, you have your actor clip plane, max frames, and max background FPS. If I'm playing characters in the background, but I'm not doing anything with them and they're not auto-following, I'll set max background FPS set to minimum. So it's basically like, it's up, it's there, but it's not doing anything and it's not processing anything in the background, so it saves your PC power. But if I have them on auto-follow here, like these guys, I have their actor clip plane, maximum frames per second, and background FPS set to about middle, which is about 60 FPS minimum and max. So it's getting enough power to process what it's looking at so auto-follow sticks properly. If it's set too low, your character's gonna like run off in circles around you because it's constantly looking for a character it can't find. It's really strange how EverQuest works, but you can really minimize or maximize what you're looking at. The higher the number is, or like the more to the right that scale is, the more PC power it's going to take from you. So if you have a character up in the background that you're just boxing to say grab an instance, turn all those settings down to minimum. So it's going to take absolute minimum CPU power and PC power. Because EverQuest, for some reason, is naturally a very high CPU-intensive game. Hardly graphical intensive, like, you're really not going to use much power from your video card, but you're going to use a lot of CPU power. So the higher it is over on the right, the more PC power it's going to take. The more on the left, the less it's going to take. And I keep mine pretty minimum on box characters in the background, so all the power that I'm feeding is directly just to the account that you guys see on stream. Yeah, I've got these two that I'm walking around with, my Druid and my Enchanter for buffs in the background. But that's it. They're literally just auto-following me, so I can drop a campfire whenever I want. And so I can just rebuff whenever I need to. Or if I need to possibly heal on my Druid. Because like right there, my Merc actually got down to like 30% because I fought off like 6 enemies at once. Oh, I love this auto fire. This is so good. I remember when auto fire didn't exist. Yeah, same. And you had to click the button over and over again. the doors in VT, only a rogue can open them with pick? No. No. You either get the key from killing the enemies there, and I think it's a random drop chance, or you can pick lock on a bard or a rogue. I think other classes end up getting like spells that count as pick lock as well. But the easiest non-rogue slash bard option, I think, is just to get the key. And each one of those different corridors have like different keys that you need to get through. Ginger has lockpick spell, yeah. That part I remember too. I remember there was another one that got it. Bard got easy with the melody command. Man, that was just necessary. That was brutal for bards beforehand. I think. That was just a setup for carpal tunnel. Necros, a cell. I'm not sure what that is as well. Do Necros end up getting a lockpick spell? I know they get traps and stuff like that. Don't think so, or I just never bought it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, that's a little bit better. Oh, is there someone fighting here? Boo. Was in VT today and wasn't able to get deeper in. Yeah, if you don't have lockpick, it's going to make it really difficult unless you just want to sit there and farm and kill to get keys. If I remember correctly, I think there's like specific enemies that will drop keys. I think it's like Tower of Frozen Shadow in that aspect. Things I've just gotten spoiled by being a rogue and just being able to lockpick. I like the skeleton animation for firing a bow. It's so cool. I love that bow. Yeah. Honestly, one of the best looking bow graphics they've done in this game in a long time, in my opinion. Damn it, Merc. Fucking do your job, bro. Pathing back and forth. Anything with big, massive hallways is so annoying. Because mercenaries just pace back and forth like, "Huh, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?" The swords have a weird bubble that throws me off. It still looks cool, but the bow is top notch. Yeah. It's the aura. There's a tiny little bubble on those as well, on like the top and bottom. I don't know what it is about the graphics that they've like messed with in like the last 5 or 6 expansion, but specific weapons with really big graphics have like the real weird bubble around them. Which bow is it? It is an ornament for the most recent expansion. It's called Crucible Steel Longbow Ornament. You get access to 3 of those ornaments whenever you pre-order the expansion. I think another zone that drops VT keys is Skyfire Mountains. Okay, not the keys. There are certain zones that drop the lucid shards, which is used to get a VT key, but that key is just to get into the zone. That's not the keys to actually once you're in the zone. Vexthal, you need a key to get into the zone, and then keys to get further into the zone. They removed the key requirement with a level requirement a while back. Hey, thanks for the follow, Crazy. The shards that you're thinking of all drop in different Luckland zones. They're like the lucid shards. And you used to have to get, I think, 4 or 5 different shards. And then you would combine them for whatever reason. Oh shit, I just got a headshot, 21,000. My first headshot. Nice. First of all, I need to get my Necro to 120, hit 105. Nice. Necros are so good. Hawkeye over here, yeah. Dude, and all the times that I've leveled Rangers in like the past year and a half, I've only gotten like 1 or 2 headshots because of how nerfed it is. I've said it before and I'll say it again, but headshot needs to happen like backstab, but to a lesser damage extent. I know it's meant to be like assassinate, but I really think it should be a lot more like, if we're this high level ranger and we're like god tier, we should be getting headshots a lot more often, but it should be less damage. It's been 20 plus years, I can barely remember what I had for dinner the other night and I'm 41. Hey, that's fine, Double, don't worry about it. I'm never gonna mind people asking questions and talking and stuff like that. And I'm 100% down to be corrected when I'm wrong. I'm not one of the people who's gonna get upset if someone corrects me when I'm wrong. There are so many things about this game that I feel like I remember like the back of my hand. Like traveling through the Mirrormite Proving Grounds to get to Rift Seekers, I can do that in my sleep. But some things I'm gonna be wrong about. Stop talking to me, can't you see I'm playing here? Gosh. Yeah, I gotta be one of those streamers that gets upset if someone talks in chat. Don't ask questions. Use Google, bro. Gosh. Honestly, EverQuest has such little accurate available information on Google. It's no wonder it's so hard for new people to get accurate information. Because if you Google something on EverQuest, you're going to get like posts from 2003 on Alakazam. And I can pretty much guarantee it's changed since then. That's a corpse. Ooh, is Ralos up, I wonder? Remember EQ Atlas, my savior back in the day, printed out? Yes, dude, EQ Atlas. Especially during like epic quests and stuff like that, I would print those off and I'd have to like circle certain areas to go to. And you'd had to like judge where you were based off of landmarks on the map. Remember back whenever they actually dropped an atlas that, like an atlas guide that came with one of the expansions? And since heading, yeah. Jenner just dinged 116. Nice, dude. It'd be really cool also, Pixel, if you could have it set up to where I could like ask for a specific illusion and it would join my group and give me that illusion. Yeah, the chanter's really chugging along, dude. Nuke, nuke, nuke. Let's see here. Nice, man. That's killing it. They're going to be 120 before we even get the EXP bonus event. You'll be able to use that all for AAs. I fucking love this zone. I love being a ranger. I love like bow and arrow and auto fire. This just makes the game feel so much more fun for me. Oh shit, here. I didn't even think about my fellowship campfire. Could be doing so much more damage. There we go. Almost 400 stats across the board. Once we hit 62, we're going to stop and mend some spells here. Sure, we got some much better stuff we can be doing. Oh. What's nice about this pit right here is we're basically going to have infinite enemies. Remember me setting up a macro to cycle nearest target, plus auto fire, and plus rebuff Spirit of Eagle, and then just have it auto attack and run around in circles overnight? That's funny. So it doesn't do illusions, but we'll do druid ports. Oh, that's fine. I was just sitting here thinking like the possibilities for illusions to be like, hey, make me a scarecrow. Hey, make me a werewolf. I think it's because you have to be in a group for that. That's probably why it won't work. Hey, make me good at the game. Yeah. You know what the best way to do that? I tell a lot of people, and it upsets them, but you have to play the game. Sorry. Best way to get good at the game is play, play, play. Mage will summon pet toys. That is going to be super fucking nice. Especially for pet classes, man. All the low-level classes I normally just don't use pet toys with. ends up becoming kind of unnecessary with enhanced minion stuff later on, but so it's not like Idle Champions or other mobile games. Yeah. You know what Hearthstone is? Yeah. I've never played it, but yeah. You know what the best card is in the game? No, I do not. Your credit card? Oh my god. Oh, dude, can I be on my mount for this, actually? Oh, I can't be on a mount here anyways. Damn. Yeah, there are some games like that. I think they're called gacha games. Like Tower of Fantasy, Lost Ark, Diablo Immortal. Those really aren't my kinds of games because I have a spending problem. That would just not be good for me. In the, I think 2 weeks that I played Genshin Impact, I spent just shy of $2,000. So I had to uninstall it, otherwise it was gonna be a problem. Fun games. Yeah, really fun games, but the gacha mechanics are just, they're meant for people like me to like get us in a little rabbit hole. Yeah, Beard. God damn. Ever since I got my pretty good job and I didn't have to explain my credit card statements to anybody anymore, I was suddenly like, oh, there's things I can do. Played Raid Shadow Legends, cost me about 52,000, and I got bored. Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't feel bad anymore. Thank you. Year one of my friend played gacha games, Genshin and Honkai, and he nearly lost his house because of debt. Jesus. We got a whale here. Yeah, we got a true whale. See, thank you so much for making me feel good about my 1,000. Or 2,000, sorry. Thank you for making me feel good about that. So really, I should install it again because I don't have a problem like I thought I did. You're the ones that they warned me about. Okay, let's see. We got some new spells. Drifting Death. There we go. Look at that meditate. It's finally 24 or 25. It's getting there. Just goes to show how little I've sat down since we started this. Then again, EverQuest Live, I think I still have about 230 Chronos in Power Level. Oh, okay. Well, if you ever need somewhere to donate, just let me know. If you ever feel like donating to a charity case, just let me know. Would have to install it then. We'll give feet pics for Chrono. What are Chronos? Chronos are tradable in-game playtime. So you can either play the game and spend $15 a month to get gold access, or you can spend $18 to buy a chrono, and then you can trade that chrono to players in-game for platinum or items. Or whenever your time is up and your subscription runs out, you can just eat a chrono, and it gives you a full month of in-game playtime. Yeah, it was EverQuest's way of getting a cut of real money trading. So nothing someone needs? No. You definitely don't need it. If you know what like the WoW token is for World of Warcraft, it's like that. It was the WoW token before the WoW token. Chrono, who has Chrono? I know a guy. A rogue and a gnome in a trench coat over here. Merc, are you gonna fucking do your thing, buddy? Oh, I love the pathing here. WoW has a money token. The world is corrupted. Oh god, yeah. If you ever want to piss off like an entire fan base of World of Warcraft, just go to WoW Classic and talk about how WoW Classic Hardcore needs a WoW token. And you won't just piss them off, you'll probably get doxxed. Chrono is EverQuest version of Bitcoins. Look at my JPEG. Buy my JPEG. It's for $50,000. Yeah, if you ever want to like have a really good time, just go to like WoW Classic Hardcore subreddits and just talk about how they need to put the WoW token in there. You'll have a whole bunch of new friends. They'll know everything about you. I'm so happy. We finally got some extra buff slots. Even if you use a VPN, they'll still find you? Probably so, yeah. You got some neckbeards in that category that will find you and try to destroy you. Don't you taint my game with the WoW token. What the hell am I going to do with all this? I'm sure you got options. Oh yeah, you're not gonna run out anytime soon. Jesus Christ, Merc, will you do your thing, buddy? I just gotta stay out of the hallway over here, because it's the hallway where the pathing just becomes this absolutely ridiculous thing. Oh, Ralosek is up. Look at that. Kill it? I don't know about that. I can do it on my druid. I would just really like to not be banished. Don't be a wuss. Yeah, I can't help it. I'm sorry. If I wasn't a wuss, I'd be playing Warm, like all the real men. At least that's what I'm told. Yeah, I knew that would get Beard's attention. Dude. There we go. Grow some hair on that chest. I don't need any more hair, man. I'm already basically a bear over here. I have to get a weed whacker to cut that shit down. Isn't that server only for the homeless and players that have PC modified toasters that only support one client? That's a funny way of putting it, yeah. Yes. As a non-Quarm player, yes, I can confirm. It's for people who want to play on their Samsung fridge Or hook a potato up. There's just something about the charm of old EverQuest, man. There's just something about it that I fucking love, though. Even if I can just boot up Quarm and just sit in Freeport and just chill, it's so nice. Are we running out of stuff to kill here? We are. I don't... Playing on P99, so yeah. Someone got EverQuest to run on a Steam Deck. Oh, I'm sure. It's the same thing, yeah. That's a big-ass boar over there. Is that a named? I can't take the flicking screen anymore. Flicking screen? What do you mean? Does that happen on P99? Oh, yeah. On Quarm, yeah. The third-person view is definitely... It's rough to deal with, man. It's cool that they added, like, a little workaround. That's on Quarm because the engine they use, yeah. It's also strange to see it locked at such a low frames. But I get, you know, back then on PCs, you weren't exactly used to seeing 60 FPS. Basically trying to hard-code it in, yeah. The fact that it's all being done and it's free to play, though, is fucking... That's awesome. I love it. I love that it's there for the people that like it and want to play it. It's just too hard for me. Not smooth like P99 Live, yeah. It was definitely something they added much later on, I think. And with how old of the client it is, it makes sense. We're doing so much damage now. We got 3 Merc AAs as well. Was a titanium client, which is third person, written in already, yeah. It's been cool to catch some secret streams every once in a while and see what's going on with the server. I'm happy that they're doing like cool Halloween events and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, they're participating in more content, like socially as GMs than Live EverQuest has done in fucking years. But Quarm is definitely going to be something that I'll just sit back and watch from a viewer perspective. Or maybe I'll just wait till all my friends are high enough level and I can convince them to power level me. There we go. I'll just piggyback off of my friend's hard work. The only sad thing is that event that early in the launch, if they can start slow, it people poof past. Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know. It still seems like the numbers are pretty high. There's probably still, what, 1,500 people playing it on, like, peak times on the weekends? Since it's got pretty much almost the entire population of P99 playing. I'm sure there's still people on P99, but a lot of players, it seems like, moved over. 1.7 to 1.8, yeah, that's still massive. That's bigger than most live EverQuest servers at this point. Probably second only to a couple like Fear and V, Mischief, Oakwind. And for free. I keep going back to free, but you really can't beat free 50. I know a few that just swap for the legacy stuff, yeah. Where are you from? You speak decent English, but you don't sound British, so I guess USA. Yes, I am in Oklahoma, USA. Born and raised in Oklahoma. I'm like in the dead center of the USA. I like to think that I don't really talk with a real heavy twang, so I don't sound like the typical Oklahoman. Never played Class Valius. And then being sad, yeah, the pop stuff is going to be way more powerful than Valius, because I think on P99 they're also using the the legacy Valius stuff. They're not even using the raid items that were improved upon. Like it's the old Blade of Carnage, which is just a crap weapon. It's like the 1423 Blade of Carnage or something like that. Not the 1520 with the aggro proc and all that good stuff. It is 11 o'clock in the morning for me. We've been streaming for about 3 hours. It's 11 a.m. We're killing too fast now. We're running out of stuff. Three hours my ass. When PC crashed, it restarts. Only 1 hour you streamed. I say that to streamers a lot too, so I'll agree with you there. Usually I come back from work around now, plus 1 hours is usual stream time. So on weekends, yes, like Saturdays and Sundays, I'm typically streaming around this time. I'll stream again on Saturday nights usually as well. But if I stream throughout the week, it's going to be like 6 or 7 my clock time, which I think for you, if you're across the pond, is like 2 a.m. Yeah, PM, sorry, 6 or 7 p.m. Is Jansveil the best stat illusion for melee, and does anyone ever sell it? Jansveil is still the best permanent proc buff because of all the extra stuff that you get from it. People don't necessarily sell the illusion, but they will sell the achievements, which takes like 3 hours to do. We have an 8-hour difference, yeah. People will sell the... Ooh, another headshot. Boom, look at that. 2 in 1 stream. 23,000. People will sell the achievements for it. The reason is because it's a lot of very tedious achievements from the, I think, the Ring of Scale? No. God, I can't remember which expansion it's from. But basically, it's a whole lot of, like, very tedious achievements. And once you do all these specific missions, the Trials of Smoke, you'll actually get the illusion. Hey, what's going on, Necro? How's the new house? Dude, the new house is fucking amazing, man. I still got some stuff to unpack, but I did a whole bunch of unpacking yesterday, and I've been enjoying having space, a working air conditioner, and literally just being able to walk around butt-ass naked whenever I want. That said, you seem like a really nice guy, so I guess I could be a weekend relationship. Hey, well, if you want to come around on weekends, I'm down for that. I think they call it a stream with benefits then? Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I stream at least on Saturdays and Sundays. Uh, the weekdays I try to, but I can't guarantee because most of the time I work a full-time job. I work like 50 hours a week. The working AC makes it all worth it. Yep. This is where all the cool kids hang out on the weekend. Yeah. Do not let my wife know about this. That's true. We'll just keep it between us. Yes, this is where all the cool kids hang out for sure. But yeah, Necro. And like I had working AC at my old apartment, but the problem was I was in like the spare bedroom of the old apartment. So there was just constantly like the AC worked like crap. So I constantly had to have this window unit like blasting into me. And I'm sure people heard it through my microphone a lot. So your wife, maybe it's your chance for a new threesome. Yeah. Yeah. Who doesn't want this ranger with them? Look at that. Literally skin and bones. Or what's that saying? The human body has, what, like, however many bones in it? Do you want one additional bone? What diet you're running on this ranger? It is strictly, let's see here. Bo doubles as a plug. It's true. Look at that nice pointy end there. I'm on a Starbucks diet on this ranger. Most recently, pumpkin spice. And then soon to be eggnog. Oh, we can use higher level buffs now. Oh, this is about to get good. Let's see here. Let's see here. Health. We can use level 85 buffs now. Look at us. $200 HP regeneration and 135 mana regeneration. We're good now. What level mobs can you headshot? Headshot is now up to 62. So in Quorum, I'm really torn on leaving my guild and joining a new one, or just writing out the guild I'm in and seeing if things get better. There's been some stuff that's happened lately, just got me a bit annoyed. That sucks, Necro. I hate whenever drama, like, really comes into play and it makes things really strange. Honestly, I would always say do what's best for you, and if you want to leave the guild, then just leave the guild, but keep contact with the people you like. Aren't we playing for the drama? It is Drama Quest. SK can now harm touches for under 1 million. Hell yeah. What guild is it so I know what to avoid? Yeah. Why do people tend to play on private servers when they're still official? Free to play. Crazy. It's free to play, and also a lot of people like to play on private servers because they like a specific style of the game. P99, like Project 1999, is classic through Valius on a very old client. So some people like to just play the old school stuff. Dude, just got another headshot, 22,000. That's 3 in a single stream. Some people are also playing on what's called Project Quorum right now, which is the oldest active version of the game. And that's a lot of people's favorite style of EverQuest. That's why they prefer to play on it. It has none of the quality of life improvements after, like, Planes of Power. So it's very, very old school. Star Citizen's still a scam online, right? But yeah, some people just prefer to play on the old school versions just because it's different. There's also a whole lot of people that play on other emulated servers, like I think Easy EverQuest or something might still be active. I played on what was called the Hidden Forest for a long time. I thought that's what TLP servers are for, but EverQuest is free to play. EverQuest is free to play, but TLPs and stuff like that are not. TLPs are still very much pay to play. And the TLPs all have quality of life improvements. They're just starting from the classic version of the game and going forward. So you'll have maps, you'll have find, you'll have all the graphical updates. It's still very much all the quality of life improvements, so it's not what a lot of people want to play. TLPs are for people who like to pay to play for live, and they still get to trade chrono. I see, so for me as a noob, it's even more hardcore? Yes, it is way more hardcore. To give you an idea, Quarm that people are talking about, and the time that I've gone from 1 to 63 on this Ranger, which we're talking 6 hours of playtime, you might go from 1 to 5. The EverQuest gain, the experience gain, is much, much slower. It is much more difficult content. It's very, very hard content. All the soloing and stuff like this that I'm doing is not really possible. Wouldn't be 5 and 6 hours. See, even some people are saying it would take longer probably. And like these mercenaries that I'm using, which are basically like hireable NPCs, you don't have those. It's very, very difficult, EverQuest. It would be 5 and 6 hours if not AFK. As a peasant, it would take me that long. But yes, it's EverQuest hardcore. And a lot of people prefer that. A lot of people's favorite version of EverQuest is the community and the grouping and the sitting and waiting between fights. That is like what EverQuest is to them. And servers like P99 and Quarm offer that. And again, it's free, so you really can't beat free. And to be honest, there are just some people who don't want to support Daybreak or Darkpaw, whatever you want to call them now. There are some people who really don't want to support them because they don't like what they've become. They don't want to support Live EverQuest because it's an abomination of what they're used to. Which is, they're free to think that. That's cool. It's up to them. I, however, have invested so much time and effort and money into this game that I would rather just keep playing. They don't want to join forces on the Death Star? Yeah. Yeah. I, however, like all the conveniences and quality of life improvements, and I like being able to box, and I can have a really good time playing by myself. Reminds me of UO when it was swallowed by EA. Ah. I just hit 20 last night on my Ranger. Gonna be going for J-Boots camp today? Hell yeah, Necro. Yeah, I'm just somebody, I don't have a whole lot of time on my hands. I mean, the time that I stream is pretty much the time that I get to play EverQuest, which we're talking might be 15 hours a week, and that's not enough time to get stuff done on those other servers. We're in level range, we'll have to group up. Hell yeah, dude. You guys are both like, what, 15, 20-ish? That's a good time for unrest. $64, baby. Couple more levels and we're gonna get our pet. Are you gonna fucking Merc? Are you gonna do your thing, buddy? There we go. Got new spells here, one more level, and we get to use all this new equipment. $65. Okay, let's see here. Spirit of the Predator. Where are those massive bags from? Some of these bags are from the marketplace, and some are from quests, and some are from expansions. Like this Lorien satchel is from the expansion pre-order for the new expansion. This satchel is from, I want to say, from Empires of Kunark. Satchel of Perpetual Twilight was from the Night of Shadows pre-order. Let's see here. Oh, dude, nice. That's a big one. Oh, we didn't want that one deleted. No. Can I get any of the bags on Mischief? I don't think yet. I don't think you can get any of those on Mischief just yet. Yeah, I don't think you can get those on Mischief just yet, though. But as the expansions end up unlocking and stuff like that, yeah, you'll end up being able to get them. But let's see here. Bags. Like right now, I think like the Journeyman's Rucksack bundle is, I think, is one of the things I bought at one point. It gives you a couple of bags of like 32 slot or 36 slots. But most of them people are just selling them on Bazaar. Like 40 slot bags you can just buy in Bazaar. What I love about live is the stack. Yeah, the stacking size. How most items can stack up to 1,000 now. Oh, it's so fucking glorious, man. Like Misty Thicket picnics and stuff like that can stack up to 1,000. Ooh. Oh, we're just picking up more and more enemies here. Got respawns. You know, I haven't meleeed at all since we hit 59. I just realized that. Our melee skills are going to be kind of lacking. Bow is supreme. Yeah, especially this bow. The bow and arrow that we're using, I think we're doing drastically better damage. Oh shit. Look at that EXP difference, 1.7. peasantry. Oh, another headshot. Everyone took away RMT XP boost happening. Everyone look away. Yeah, don't look. I'm buying things. I was gonna buy some Vashir Heritage Crate to see if we can get Illusion. But, we'll save that money for EXP potions. See, 3%'s way better than 1.5. Got like 60k points still on my Daybreak account. Bruh. You could make some money with that. Buy these Bashir crates, get that new Shisar Priest graphic. From Planet Side 2. Oh man, old school. I love this area. Damn near infinite enemies. Ooh. Is this bitch gonna attack me? What's going on here? Get him, pet. Get him. Making our way to 65. Oh, we already got 1,000 attack power. Very nice. I'm kind of surprised we haven't gotten hit with a stampeding boar situation yet. That'll show up and kill us. Was that over 1,000? Oh, just 800. Damn it. Respawn behind us. Here in just a second, we can put on level 100 buffs instead of 85. Oh, there she goes. Fizzle, 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 fizzle. Green, get out of here. Yeah, we're just about out of enemies here. Oh, speaking of, I'm gonna say, damn, we're killing way too quick. Guess that's a good problem to have. Here in a second, once we put on our 65 gear, we're gonna be destroying. Got much better items to be using. And here in a second, we can actually move over to one of the Talon or Valen wings where the enemies are all like 68, 69. That'll jump up the XP a lot. Oh, shit, we got a named. See what this name drops. Ornate gauntlet mold, okay. No luck on chain leggings, sadly. No repot. Oh, yep, there we go. We got one way over here. Just in time. Oh, you know what? Let's be an orc for a while. Be a big orc. Well, damn. We cleared the whole area. Back to our giants, I guess. And our bad hallway pathing. Oh, another headshot. Bruh, this ranger's just all about luck. Hadn't gotten headshots in years, and suddenly we're just getting them back to back. Another headshot. Okay. Finishing blow, headshots. Okay. Oh, stampeding boar, that's not good. Uh-oh. Gotta keep an eye out, otherwise we'll get obliterated here. Kill the piglet, yeah. Just waiting for the boars to show up and go on a rampage. Let's go 65. Come on, buddy. Oh, shit. Now let's put on the good stuff. What are trade skill items? There are certain items that, well, I'm assuming if you're talking about like equipable items with trade skill bonuses on them, if that's what you're talking about, there are items that will give you better chance to be successful at trade skill combines. There are also items that you'll make through trade skilling, like blacksmithing, tailoring, cooking. So selling to a merchant doesn't impact trade skilling? No. Oh, there's the stampeding. Here, let's do this. Target fungal, Wrath of the Wild. Let's do this. If you guys might get to see me die. If they attack me, are they gonna attack me? Maybe I just have to get nearby them? Oh, there we go. Oh, shit. Well. Let me see here. Yeah, that was a big whoopsies. I put the thorns on my mercenary, thinking my mercenary was going to be able to stop them in time. But unfortunately, my druid bit the dust. Not my druid, my character bit the dust before the mercenary was really able to do anything. So I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna revive him. The reason why I'm asking is I found a ginormous jawbreaker item, and I cannot sell this to a merchant. I think trade skill is not high. It might be a no drop item if it's not letting you sell it to a merchant. They might also not want to offer anything for it. Some items just won't sell to merchants because they're worthless. Let's do this special expedient recovery. So trash them basically. Yeah, some items are just complete trash. You won't get anything from it unless you're actively using it for a trade skill or something. Okay, moving him over. Rebuff this guy. Well, that definitely did not go as planned. You just want to kill the little pig running around when the event goes on. Well, yeah, it's a herd of stampeding pigs is the problem, and it's really good EXP if you can kill them. Like really, really good EXP because they're high level. They're just really hard to kill. They're meant to be unkillable, but if you have like all the right buffs and everything, you'll destroy it. I can finish putting on my armor and stuff. Normally, you root the little one and kill that one only. Oh. Put our overhaste on that we have now. Is that any better? No, that is not. Nice. We just jumped like an extra 3,000 in HP and 5,000 in mana, just about. Now we can put our mercenary away. Now we're gonna get an extra like 40% EXP for soloing. Put our damage shields and stuff on. Okay. Now we're much better. Much more well off. Let's see here. Yeah, we went from weapons that were like damage 22, delay 23 to damage 38, delay 20. And now obviously working on our one-hand slashing because we hadn't done any of that yet. And both of our weapons can summon skeleton pets. So, pets for days. And now we're getting even better EXP than we were at 64. Quick question, since you play a rogue, my oldest character is a rogue and leveling is painful without a slow. Did they ever add a decent slow for rogues, or is Myrmidon Sloth the only thing? Most of what rogues end up getting is like crippling stuff, so snares and things like that. Not necessarily good slows, though. I don't really think there's many things high-end that will like let you slow as a rogue. At least off the top of my head. Snares, they just throw daggers. There's some abilities that like basically you're cutting their Achilles tendon, giving him a snare. You could get like a will sapper or something like that. Yeah, there's weapons you could use with slows. What's an easy way to get some good bags? Noticed you have some already on this guy. I mean, easy, not necessarily cheap, but one easy way to get good bags is just through the marketplace or completing some of the achievements on expansions. Some of the expansions have achievements that will give you like 40 slot bags, but they're like collectible achievements. At higher levels, there's some belts that proc slow. Yeah. There's really not that many options for rogue. Can you link one name-wise? Like, the achievements? Is that what you're talking about? Or like one of the bags? Oh, damn it. Getting a whole lot of stuff on us here. Slow belt? I don't think I have one on this guy. Most of the belts that I use on my rogue have like overdrive punch on them, which just it deals like extra damage. If you go to www.raidloot.com, you can narrow that search down for any of the class or races that you want. That'll probably be the easiest option for you to find. The raidloot.com website is what I use to find most of my items. In this case, I just can't think of the name of one offhand right now. Otherwise, I'd be glad to link it myself. Kind of being a potato right now. But for some of these different bags, like I said, they're from different achievements. The easiest isn't necessarily the cheapest option, though. You'll see people selling like zone-wide achievements or expansion-wide achievements that will give you really good bags. But otherwise, the best option is mostly just going to be through the marketplace, like the Daybreak marketplace. There you go. Ominous Sin for the save. Like this one, I'm pretty sure, was like through the Empires of Kunark pre-order set. There's a couple, I think that they're selling the House of Thule pre-order set, which gives you the Sword of Truth ornament for your weapons. And there's also 2 bags that you can end up getting, the Dreamweaver satchel and the Ethereal Dreamweave satchel. Both of those are like 16 slot bags, I think, with 100% weight reduction. Yeah, 16 slot, 100% weight reduction. And you get 999 of those that you can claim. They're lore, so you can't have more than one of each on a character. But if you have like different characters you play on different servers, you're good there. Be able to solo Molo with a ranger at higher level. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. For the most part, almost any of the classes would be able to solo Molo. It's just easier on some of the pet classes, like Necro, Beast, Mage, just because of the amount of damage that those pets can take. You would just have to do lower level stuff. With Rangers, you're probably good at like 120 to kill probably like 110 enemies pretty safely. Of course, depending on your gear. Keep trying to play, but get bogged down in the 90s with group tasks. Yeah. The 90s is when they really, really lean into tasks and like heroic adventures and partisans and stuff like that. They tried to make a shift from you grinding enemies to get EXP to the like priority being going through the story and doing the missions. Summon all the pets. Let's go. Honestly, at this point, we could probably move over to Plane of Fire. Those guys don't summon, so we could also bow kite if we want. Ranger gets the first headshot at 60, I think. And then it just goes up from there. Like, I've already got 4 ranks into it. And my next one is at 67. And I would have said before today's stream that it's pretty unreliable, but today we've headshot like 6 enemies. Normally it used to be really unreliable. I last played Ranger and Empires of Kunark. It was pretty good then. Not sure what's changed though. Headshot is drastically nerfed now. It is not near the beast that it once was. They did like a pretty big nerf to it a couple of years back, which is a big shame, but it is not the beast that it once was. Getting the itch to play again, thinking of going 2 to 3 box on Mischief. Mischief's a good place to go. You'll have a really good time on Mischief. That's too bad it was satisfying, one of my favorite tunes at the time. Yeah, Mischief is really a good spot to go. So you won't go wrong with it. Or between Necro Shaman 2 box or Monk Shaman Bard 3 box. Ooh, Monk Shaman Bard would be good. If you do Necro Shaman Bard 3 box, I know it's a little bit different than what you just said there, but if you did Necro Shaman Bard 3 box, you would be really well off. Because your Bard would like give you all the extra mana regeneration and everything that you need, and your Necro pets would be insane and higher level. And they do insane damage all by their own. But Bards just take everything and give it an extra step up. So it'd be hard to beat. And Bard is super easy. Just Melody Bot. Yep, would make Swarm Pets insane. Yep. Necro Pet tanks, Shaman slow, Bard do whatever. Yep. Yeah, you would be insanely well off at that point. And Bards start to do pretty well in their own right in their 70s when they get double and triple attack finally. And pets at that level are affected by outside buffs, so they would get like the Bard overhaste and all that good stuff. Oh yeah. Why not Enchanter with Necro? I mean, I'm sure you could. How much longer you think you'll be on? Gonna grab some lunch? I'm probably gonna be hopping off here in just a minute, Pixel. Since I've already been streaming for 4 hours this morning. I know it only shows 2 hours, but with our crash earlier. Probably wrap things up here in just a minute. Yeah, what crash? He lies. Never happened. Never ever happened. Oh, hear the pound of hooves. There's another stampede coming soon. He's covering up that he don't want to play for us. Yeah, sounds good, Pixel, man. Have a good lunch, dude. Yeah, we're gonna hop out after this kill, guys. It's been a really good stream today, though. Let's gate everyone out of here. Would a ranger on mischief with no assistance be okay? Still, yeah, I think you would still be pretty good. You would probably you'd run into problems in the probably 50s and 60s, but for the first bit, I'm sure you'd be fine depending on your gear. Yeah. Oh, I think Plane of Knowledge must have crashed. There's no one here. Anyways, guys, it's been a good stream. I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks for the follows and stuff today. I appreciate you guys. That's going to be it for now. Yeah, we'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.